It's WBLS 107.5. It's TT Torres, Circle of Sisters, and welcome, Loni Love.
What's up, TT?
Hi. So, I was recently home, like for 2 weeks. I had some surgery done, so I was home.
Okay.
And I watched The Real every day.
Really? Thank you.
Every day I was home, I was watching it.
Thank you.
And got addicted to it.
Good.
The chemistry, I like the chemistry.
Well, that's what, the purpose of The Real is about. Is about, giving you a chance to escape. So much is happening in our communities and, in our country. And we wanted to develop a show that people, especially women, could look at and be inspired and entertained and encouraged about. So, we're steadily evolving as a show. And I'm just happy with, the way we're progressing. It's just like, doing Circle of Sisters. Every year that I come, this is like my third year, it's always something great about this event.
It gets bigger and bigger.
It gets bigger and bigger, better and better. But then it's also people that you're familiar with, like, I know Bobby Brown, I know Shirley Strawberry from Steve Harvey, show. And it's like, it's nice to see that. And it's nice to see the new people come in too.
Yeah. And you guys are getting really good guests. Michael Ealy, you was like crushing on Michael Ealy, girl. I was like, go ahead, Loni.
Well,
he's fine though.
The thing is, what I like about our show is that yes, we're getting the A-list guests. I just interviewed Dolly Parton. I interviewed Kevin Hart, but also we are a show that's for people that normally wouldn't get to go on a daytime talk show. So it's like all the up and coming, people, especially the urban artists. We like to represent for them too, and I think that's just as important as getting those A-list people.
Yeah, because it's hard though, because if you're not A-list, daytime talk do not want to mess with you.
Exactly. And that's the reason why, we've had so many people from, J. August Richards, people that but you don't maybe not know them by their name.
Yeah.
And it's like they had no other outlet to go to. Well, we provide that outlet on The Real, Breezy from Empire, she wouldn't have been on anything,
because people will be like, I know that girl,
exactly.
Or they know the character's name, right?
Exactly,
but not necessarily their real name or other films that they've done. They may know that one breakout role.
Exactly.
Yeah. So what else is going on with you? What else is next for you, I should say?
Well, right now I'm on a Food Network cooking show. It's called World's Worst Cooks. This is my 5th week.
With celebrities.
Yes,
I saw you on there.
Yes.
Girl, we're gonna have to talk about your cooking.
TT, what people gotta understand, I know how to cook. It's just that I haven't cooked in a long time.
No, you know how to make character balloons, dogs, and stuff like that. Okay, you do that. I will hire you any day to come do my son's birthday party.
But not,
you just
not
missed,
cut up a chicken.
No, you just missed his 6th birthday party. But to come and cook some Thanksgiving dinner, I don't think so. Like, do you have a man at home?
No,
so you don't have no practice.
I have been on the road for 10 years. See, people gotta realize that. So when you're a road comic, the way I've been on the road for 10 years, I've never had to cook. I never had to brush up on my cooking. I always eat out. If I go out on a date, if I have a dude, I'll just, we'll just go out to eat. And so now when they asked me to come on, I said, well, I could do it. I can remember. If you don't use it, you lose it.
You lose it. It was bad. You need to invest in some cookbooks.
And I want to say that I'm playing for the American Red Cross, so that's another reason why I did it. It's just to try to raise money, and it's just coming out to be. I didn't know so many people watched Food Network.
Oh no, girl, it's like a real cult following of the Food Network.
Yeah.
I love the concept of the show, because it's not people that can cook.
Exactly.
And yet you guys are raising money for a good cause. So I thought the concept was really, really cute.
Thank you. We're excited about it.
And you would think wow, these people shouldn't know how to cook, but they're really horrible. So you talked about being on the road for 10 years as a comedian. Who are some of the comedians you've come up with or you admire in the industry?
Well, I've come up with most of the comedians that you see that are big time today. We started together, Kevin Hart and I, Mike Epps, Cat Williams. And so it's always good to see, them being successful, and then they see me being successful. And now that I have a daytime talk show, like I said, I just interviewed Kevin Hart, to be able to have a place for them to come and promote their projects or just come by and say hi.
Family.
It's like family. I mean, Gary Owen, he has a show now on BET.
Okay. So I'm putting you on the spot.
What?
Who's funnier, Gary Owens, Cat Williams, Mike Epps, or Kevin Hart?
Me.
No, you're not in the equation.
Oh, okay. It depends on.
No. You gotta pick one.
Oh, wait a minute. What were the three?
No, 4. Gary Owens, Kevin Hart, Cat Williams, or Mike Epps.
They're all funny. I can't do that.
Come on, you gotta pick one.
See, the thing about comedy is subjective. So it depends on what type of comedy you like.
So if you have one ticket, you'll have money to buy only one ticket.
It's not gonna work, TT.
If you have money to buy only one ticket, and all 4 of them was touring, would you spend your money on Kevin Hart, Gary Owens, Mike Epps, or Cat Williams? You only got enough money for one ticket.
But I get to see them for free because I'm their
friend. No. You're a regular person.
I wouldn't have
Lonnie
to do
Love,
that.
you're a regular person.
No, I would just be able to go. I was just like, it's like, why? I mean, and then what I would do is if I only had I had money for one ticket, I would find my other 3 friends to help me to see the other 3. So it's like, yeah.
All right, okay.
They're all funny, though.
Yeah,
and I'm not afraid to say,
they are funny, though.
Because I'm telling you, being a comic, because I get this question all the time.
Yeah.
Who's funny or who's this? I'm telling you, it's subjective. It's what you like. And that's what I like about stand-up. Because you don't have to, like everybody or the same thing. It just depends on where you are.
Will you go back to doing stand-up? Or
I still do stand-up. I just did University of Delaware. I have, like, if you go on LoniLove.com, I have a list of tour dates. It's harder for me to do it now because the way my work schedule is. Yeah. But, I still try to get out and see the fans.
Are you conscious, now that you're on daytime TV and you do live stand-up, are you conscious of what you say or jokes you tell that perhaps people may take it the wrong way, and next thing you know, your video's all over social media?
Well, the thing is that what I like about stand-up comedy is that you're allowed, when you're in a room, to say certain things that normally wouldn't say on television. That's the reason why I still stick with doing stand-up comedy. When I'm on a daytime talk show, I'm restricted. There's certain things I can't talk about. There's certain things you don't want to talk about. But when you go to my comedy show, it's my show.
Yeah.
And so I say what I want to say. And there is a freedom in doing that, because I'm a news junkie. And so what people don't know about me, where they don't see in me on the daytime talk shows, if they come to my late night show, they'll see something totally different. Yeah. I'm talking about Colin Kaepernick. I'm talking about Hillary. I'm talking about Black Lives Matter. And I don't have a problem with it, but I say it in my way. But I also say it to bring some type of levity to let everybody know we'll be okay. Yeah. Black people gonna always be okay. All right.
But you did talk about when I was home and I got a chance to see it, you did talk about Black Lives Matter, and you did talk about the police brutality, and you guys were very vocal about that. So, I appreciate that element of awareness.
Well, we have to, we can't sit here and have a show and have Rome burning around us and not say something. So there are certain subjects that we do talk about that if we're very, very passionate about it, and that's what I do like about my show, is that if I'm feeling passionate or one of the other hosts are feeling passionate about it, they're like, let's talk about this, and we'll bring it to the table, and there's so many things that's happening right now. It's like, oh my goodness, my main goal right now is to make sure that people go out and vote, that they're registered, that they go out and that they vote, because it really does matter. I think we can't be complacent with thinking, okay, everything's going to be all right. This is our voice.
But it's scary. I mean, this election in general is a scary election. It's like the WTF election of the history of elections.
Yeah.
And especially all the things that are coming out now with, the allegations of women, talking about Donald Trump and the stuff that he said on tape. And I mean, it's very offensive, but what's more scary is that you still have people with all of that, still have people wanting that the person who is responsible for that type of behavior to be president.
Yeah.
And
Well, I look at it like this. All this that's happening makes me appreciate President Obama even more.
Yeah.
And I think we've taken him for granted. I think that, we don't realize how good we had it with him and all the things that he's tried to change, that he's tried to instill. So it's like now it's like, okay, now we can appreciate him. And I tell this to people: if you're struggling with who to vote for, or what your issues are, kind of look at where our country it has been and where you don't want it to go.
Yeah.
And then that will give you what you need about
Yeah.
voting. Also, this whole thing shows how sexist this country is against women.
Yeah.
They're very sexist, and women need to stick together.
Yeah.
I don't care what anything happens. It's all this questioning, and it's funny how not only they're sexist, but they're also racist, because it's funny, the same allegations that were being put upon Bill Cosby
Right.
now is being looked differently for other people.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about the accusations.
The same accusations.
Yeah, for Trump, for Bill Clinton, all of this. Everybody wanted to crucify Pope Bill. We can't order Jello pudding pops no more because But then they come. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's like people need to stay woke and conscious and realize what's happening, and it'll all calm down. But it's just this is politics.
Yeah, you got to get out there and vote.
Exactly.
You have to. You just have to. It's your right. It's
hey, you cannot complain come November 9th if you
didn't vote.
Exactly. And what we're doing on the Real is that we're taping a live election results on November 8th.
Oh, that's good.
That will air on November 9th. But we're going to come in early into the studio, wait on the election results, and then we're just going to have a conversation.
All right. Well, listen, I thank you so much for stopping by. Before you go, though, I do want to let you know that Bobby Brown is giving cooking lessons in the pavilion. If you want to stop by.
Don't be cruel.
And get you some cooking
lessons. It's my prerogative what I want to talk, if I want to cook or not, okay? All
right. Listen, I'm trying to help your 10-year drought out. If they know you know how to cook, you might get that little man at home. I'm just saying.
You a mess, okay, TT?
Listen, I'll show you what Bobby Brown's booth. He's got all types of sauces. He told us all about it.
He's been on the show. He's been on the show with them sauces and barbecue sauces and all them different, like Bobby. We just need one barbecue sauce. We don't need all them damn barbecue sauces.
Thank you so much for stopping by, everybody. Circle of Sisters 2016, TT Torres, Loni Love. Thank you so much.
Thank you, TT.